Aloha, Scott Sullivan coming to you live from Kaanapali, Maui. Oh, it's a perfect day. It's always a perfect day to talk about sales training. I got outriggers right here behind me. You got the paddle boats. You got guys coming in. Could be girls coming in too. You got people on paddle boards and speed boats going around. Perfect day to talk about sales. And one of the things that I want to share with you is some of the common issues that I see with closing. And right now there tends to be a lot of aggressive words putting around the type of closing that people have. Like, I'm gonna slam the call, or I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna close this person as hard as I can. Well, you got to think about it this way. You know, closing takes a lot of patience, and whatever term you're encompassing your ability to close in is really going to affect the way that you talk with people. And I've been with some of the best salespeople, some of the best negotiators on the planet. And one of the things is that they've taught me is, like, you really have to have patience. You really have to have that ability to talk to people, and you really have to think things through. And if it's all super high pressure, you're going to create some resistance in the process. And yes, I do understand the sales process. There has to be tough questions. There does have to be a certain extent of pressure, but people don't explain what that means. Okay, if I ask you a tough question, that's going to put a lot of pressure on you. If I have a conversation with you and I just have a lot of material, that's going to feel like pressure to the buyer. Now, a lot of times people will say, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, that's just a lot. Well, here's the thing. If you know your product is the best, you know your product is a service, and it's really going to help out the buyer, shouldn't you have some conviction? Shouldn't you give them a little bit of pushback if they give you some sort of an objection? I think there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the conversation. There's nothing wrong with having this, but think about this. If I put like all sorts of aggressive words around my closing process is typically going to be aggressive. Think about that for a second. So like all of a sudden you're like, oh, aggressive, and that person's gonna go like, okay, I was hanging out with Scott and he was a cool dude here. 30 minutes later, he was a cool dude. 30 minutes later, he was a cool dude. So hour and a half, guy's a cool dude. Now, wait a minute, like 2 hours into it, and all of a sudden he's somebody different. I don't know if I could trust this guy. He was like this guy all the way over here, and it's like a case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And a lot of times it creates challenges for the buyers because they start freaking out and they start going, I don't know if I can trust this person now. I trusted and liked him all the way up until this point, which, cool, right? That has somewhat to do with sales. I trusted him, liked him, right? Trust, like, no. That's a formula. Because there's plenty of people who buy stuff from people they don't trust and they don't like. It just doesn't happen as often, okay? So I trusted and I liked him, and now all of a sudden he's somebody different. What's going on? What are we gonna do? Now they're gonna give a whole bunch of objections. They're gonna put up a whole bunch of brick walls because you went from same guy, different guy, whole bunch of aggressive words about closing and how I'm gonna slam this person and how I'm gonna close them. I'm gonna be like think of all the aggressive words that you wanna use that you've heard other salespeople use about what I'm gonna do to close. It's gonna create some challenges for you. It's gonna be a problem, and I'm just here to help you out, right? Just come from like, how can I help you, right? How can I help you? I spent a lot of time in therapy for some of the people that I dated, right? Ask the question, how can I help you? That's a good therapy question. Well, what can I do? What is it that I can do to help you out at this point? Okay, so have a lot of material. That's the first thing. And a lot of times salespeople have a lot of fear because they don't have enough material to talk about. And the more material you have, the more confidence you have. That was the word I was looking for. I'm like kind of stuck on stupid here for a second. Got people walking around. The more confidence you have, and the more confidence you have in the closing process and the sales process, the easier it is for people to buy. Okay. Usually I'd be like all animated, but it's like Hawaii. I'm like having a good old time out here, just super relaxed, just like you should be in the closing process. If you panic, it shows fear. People do not want to buy from somebody who's got a bunch of fear. Just be aware of that. So super aggressive beliefs in closing and putting super aggressive words around it can cost you some money. Just figure out which ones you're using. How would you describe it? Like my description is, I'm just gonna help somebody get what they need. I'm not saying stuff like, I'm gonna close them and I'm gonna smash this person and it's gonna just like bam, right? All that aggressive stuff. I mean, you can make some sales that way. Don't get me wrong. It'll happen some of the time, but you sit down with some of the best closers. They're super patient. They're super confident. They pretty much heard every question, every answer, every retort that a buyer can give them, and it really doesn't bother them. It shows that they're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be in the chair, right? That's a good sign of a good closer. It's like nothing really rattles you, nothing really fades you. You're able to get that person to the next step, okay? There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment to question our story. That would be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button, like bam, subscribe. Like, that's like the noise you should make whenever you subscribe. You should go bam, and then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sullivan. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.